Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Actually, was that? It really matters whether or not you can see my face. Just wondering if that's better. Is that better there? It doesn't matter. Um, moving on right now. So I was able to make the Crucifier. I think I was talking about that in the last video. Um, Basically fitted out. It's such a weird looking little ship if you look at it here. Um, I just like the look of it. A lot of the ships I'm really bland on, especially the Amar ones. They're slowly growing on me, but to be honest with you, I like the rustic look of a lot of other ships. But this is such a different type of looking ship than a lot of the other ones, and I really just like the look of it. To be honest with you, I'm not engrossed with the gameplay of it yet. I only played for about an hour of it earlier, and then got some dinner and some coffee and hung out with the puppy. But so what I thought I would do is just show you my basic fit right now of it. This is just pretty much all scavenged material off of things that I've found. Um, and then down the road, I'll start building some things and testing some things out. My skills for flying a frigate, an MR frigate, are not the best in the world. Um, if I remember correctly, I think I've got like a drone. I'm sorry. I think I've got Amar Spaceship Command 3 or 4. Um, Sorry about this. There we go. Let's just see here. Amar Destroyer. So maybe I've got Amar level 4. Boo boo boo. Doesn't really matter for this ship in reality right now because where are we there? Amar. Oh no, wait. I'm in the drones. That's not dumb. Or that is dumb. Spaceship Command. Amar Frigate. Are you there? Freighter, frigate. Oh, I got level 4, so highest level I can be is that. But it doesn't do a whole lot for me right now because if you look here, the bonuses for having higher levels work with your warp disruptors. What are warp disruptors? I showed that earlier. Some tracking disruptors and some guidance disruptors. I don't have any of those in my inventory right now, so basically my skill levels aren't that great. Um, I have outfitted it here with just a few things. A lot of these things I will change out. It's just junk that I had lying around. As I kill more things, I'll be able to try out a few other things. I've got two lasers, long-range lasers on here, but I've outfitted them with multispectral um, uh, crystals to try to get the biggest bang for my buck that I might be able to. And then just an afterburner, um, and I found a damage control along the way a couple weeks ago, a compact heat sink, and an armor repair. Also have three acolytes on the ship. They do EM damage, and the rats in the area are more susceptible to EM damage. So I've got three of those. I've just got three. I could throw in some hobgoblins, but I don't really need to. Probably take this recharger out at some point. You always want to just go with one tank. And once I do start doing the warp disruption, I want to do, well, not warp disruption, the scram, what was it there? Oh, show info. Come on. Once I start, yeah, the weapon disruption. Once I start doing that, I'm pretty sure those fall into the medium slot area. So I don't really want to go shield tank, but I don't have any of those right now. But I've never really messed around with those, so I'm looking forward to that in the future. Hopefully, I'll kill some things and I can get some of those. If not, I'll buy it and build the basic version and try it out through my wormhole exploits. Um, but probably get rid of that. So, when I played earlier, if you've watched recently, I used my incursus to kill some rats, to get some items, to melt it down, to be able to build other ships. I really thought I would do a little bit more damage with this guy because while it limits me to two um, turrets, it actually gave me three drones. So I thought, well, that's better than three turrets and one drone that the Incursus gives you. But I was really not doing as much damage. And then I realized I don't have any drone skills built up. So I threw those in, and we'll go and fly in here in a little bit. And I'll show you how I'm going to start testing things out. Um, One thing I thought that would be kind of cool is if there was a way um, you could have a test system. I know there's the test site. I think it's called Singularity for E, but you have to carry your characters over. If there was like a video game within the video game where you could test out your fit against different types of ships, but maybe that's against the rules. Maybe that takes away from the game itself. So I don't know. I'm fleshing that out in my head. But before I start flying, I did want to show what I've been trying to do. I have always set up my skills by the skill catalog. And back whenever I stopped playing, they brought out this whole idea of skill plans. And so I've been trying to do that a little bit more to learn some things. And and it was fairly easy. It was kind of nice to be able to just drop in my Galente Explorer fits, and that was fine. I'm trying to move on to the Enforcer side of it. Now I'm flying an Amari ship, so I want to go into the Amar side here. Obviously, I already did the Amar Explorer, did the Amar Treasure Hunter for the Explorer side, and then you move on to the Enforcer, which is your damage dealing. You've also got Industrials. I'm not 100% sure the difference between Enforcer and Soldier of Fortune. I'll probably mess around with that later on and look at it. So I was looking at Enforcer, and we'll go on over here for the Amar. And it looks like, and this is the one I have a little bit of a beef, but then I also have a positive that I like from the skill cube. Maybe it could be a little bit better with the skill plans. And what I saw earlier was, so I've clicked on the Amar Enforcer certified plans, and if I'm not mistaken, you can, then it pulls it up here. Double click it, and it will show you, if you click down here, which skill books you need. It will show the skills that you need to finish here. You can unclick this for the hide ones, but I just put in the ones I need to skill. So this is my first one that I really liked. If you're in general just training, you know, when you're trying to pick the skills out, there's so many of them, you might miss one for a couple of days. This is a nice, as far as a new player, a little basic way of doing it. Now, I'm not sure, seems so embedded to get to it. That's my first little beef. I wish, and I don't remember in the new player experience that I just played a while ago that I wasn't incredibly happy with. I don't remember them really going over the skill plans a whole lot. I thought maybe that might be something. Maybe there's another spot, but for a brand new player, that might not be the best thing. And maybe they did it, but it didn't really stick in my head. So, but then I noticed here, it does show me which skills I need to do, and I realized that I had not trained up any of my energy weapons, whether it be doing damage to things or using less capacitor, or doing more damage to things. So, and I have all the books, so why am I not doing that? I threw in the drones. That'll get to light drone damage 4. But what I really realized was I can just drop this in here. And that's the nice thing. I just click start, if I'm not mistaken. It'll drop all those skills down in here. Skill plan as you're currently. And then it'll ask me if I want to track it. I'll say, yeah, I want to track that. I'm cool with that. So that skill plan just dropped those 4 in there. I'm going to move this drone down here a little bit. Drone level 5, because it's going to be a 9-day train. I want it, but that'll be for later on. I don't need it for this ship. And I don't need the destroyer, so I'll move that on down here. good? Hello? Did you move? Didn't move. It's fantastic. Come on. There we go. Little slow. So then I'll be able to skill a bunch of these up over the next couple of days. I'm not even sure I need to. I'm not going to be flying an Amar Destroyer right now, so we can move that on down here. And I'm not going to need drone level 4. So that'll speed these other ones through. Let's just pull that on down here. Now, once I get into the Tristan, I'll need those level 4 and level 5 drone skills. So I do want to still keep them on the plan. There we go. Definitely want to have at least 4 level drone level 4 to get 4 drones out. There we go. Cool. Then the rest of these, I've got a couple of days that I can mess around and have some fun. Might as well just throw this up here. La la la. Get some more damage done. Small energy turret. Bonus to turret damage per level. Move that up here to 1. And that's fine. Enough messing around with that. So that was the one thing that I really realized was now I've got all of these skills in there. I don't have to worry about them. I'm not 100% sure I like it yet, but it is a nice little way for me to check and make sure things are good. Now, the other part that I noticed here was, let me just click on that again. Got Amar, and then got Bounty Hunter. So I've got Amar, Amar, and it's got that much to go. Now, the other thing that's kind of nice, I was originally annoyed because it says Air Amar Enforcer. Well, what is an enforcer? It doesn't really kind of describe it here, but I guess it's just the basic fly around, shoot stuff. It does have a fairly good description over here of the next plan up from that once you get those done. And it also gives you a heads up of things that you can fit. The Academy Cursor, that's a nice little fit there that you can pull up and something you might be able to work toward. And then down here, it gives you an idea to go to the combat anomalies and see what's out there. Now, here's my one question. I am in Hassateam right now, and this is where I want to jump out and do this real quick. I was able to click on this, and it said, go to combat anomalies. Now, I don't remember there being 3 combat anomalies. Wait. It says there's 3 combat anomalies in system. Does that count for, and we're going to go check it here in a second, the anomalies that are sitting out there for me to blow up, or the ones that I have to scan down? I'm assuming they're ones that are just sitting out there, like your rallies, your hideaways, your refuges. So let's just jump out real quick, take a quick look, and we'll go and try to blow something up too in an asteroid belt. So it said there were 3. Pull it up here. So we got a den, a drone gathering, and a drone cluster. So that I am now 95% sure that that's what that meant when it said it's looking for combat anomalies. It's anomalies that don't need to be scanned down. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fly on out to a asteroid belt and try to blow something up. Now, as you all know, unless you're brand new to the game, there are 4 other sites here that can be scanned down. How many have I not scanned down here? Got MMS, so IDX is new, UDH is new, and ZCD, I'm not sure what that is. Anything? Oh, okay. Got a cruiser and its brothers. So we'll go ahead and get that up and running. And launch. So they are tracking and disrupting me. Those little bastards. Let's go ahead and get these. What I'll do is I will, should be the Savage, yep, send the drones after the little guys while I go in to try to warp this guy. The one thing I'm kind of looking at is you can talk about power and damage you're doing all the time, but to look at the end result, number one, can you kill something? And number two, how long does it take to kill that particular thing? The one bonus here is you notice my drones are just going and killing these guys. And I'm not doing anything, so I might as well get my guns up and running. These only go up to 8,000 kilometers. But the thing I noticed earlier was this being in a level 4 in this system, security level 0.4 security, there's a chance that you might run into, and I've only seen a Sancha Lord. It is one battleship. It's the lowest level battleship that you can take on. But the nice part for me is, as I'm testing things out, that's going to be my test ship. How long does it take me to kill that ship if I can? And why do I say that? Because the Incursus that I had, literally, I could kill that ship, but it took me a very long time. It armor reps. So the damage that I was dealing to that, I never timed it, but at least 10 minutes. It would just tick it down, tick it down, tick it down. So that is the base of what I'm looking at. So whenever I take on the Sancha Lords, that's what I will, which is the battleship that I'm talking about. I can now see how much better the setup I have. Oh, something I gotta be careful of. I did not need that running. Might as well turn off my afterburner. I don't think they're actually... I'm a frigate going up against a cruiser. Even if he hits me, I can heal myself. I need to keep my guns going. Good, good, good. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Shift R will pull in. It's a hotkey to pull in your drones. So what do we got? We got a recharger, a power relay, and a medium thingy thingy. Good. Let's see what we got over here. Might as well put on our afterburner now. Do one little pump of a armor repair. You probably already know this too, but if you don't, one major bonus to doing this in asteroid belts rather than looking for combat anomalies is when you're just trying to kill things and test them out. It's a quick fight, and they always, if you notice here, all three of these ships drop loot. All I'm trying to do right now is accumulate loot that I can melt down to build more and more ships to try out and build more and more equipment. And the battleship, the reason why I go after those is because they drop larger loot that I can melt down, that I'm not going to use, and build a lot more ships. I do want to build a small fleet of, I want to have some minerals in the background and build up some backup PvE ships and exploration ships. And then there is a slight chance that with this, I don't know if it's any good. I never really seen many flying, but as a Crucifier, this might be my first system defense ship. It might sound weird, I'll die a ton, but to roleplay it to basically defend your space. See somebody out there who's scanning down your sites, go get them. It's not piracy if you're defending your home. And it took me quite a while and a lot of work to find this nice place. Now, whether or not I get somebody mad at me, I'm not trying to. You're playing Eve. I've been blown up enough. But I'd like to get onto the other side at some point. But I will die a lot. Oh, we got a clone soldier. Okay. So I'm going to show you something here. I don't think I can kill him. So I'm at 45 degrees. Now, this is going to be crazy, but if you watch, I'm going to wait until he hits me. I'm not going to go directly at him. I'm changing my angle. It's the first time I've seen it. So I'm at 26. Okay, notice how much damage he just did. Did a ton of damage. So I'm going to submit a save spot. And you notice that became my save spot, level 1. That's my, this will be my second. I used to have kill clone soldiers all the time. You get like 1,000,000, 2,000,000 ISK for them. But they are pretty tough. But this is your weakest clone soldier that you can take on. But this is a trick I learned a long time ago. Where, okay, see how I'm repairing myself up here? And I think I've done a video about this before. But I saved that. I warped in at 45 degrees, closed my distance until he started hitting me, made a save spot, and now I'm going to warp back to that save spot. Hopefully I don't die doing this. Notice that I'm a little bit less scared of dying now that I have all my my blueprints. Now I don't have enough minerals to back it up yet. Oh, we're back here. Okay, so remember I warped in at 45. Now I'm in at 12. Now I'm close. So all I'm doing now is trying to, and we'll pull out here. I need to be on a tactical. So notice how I'm real close now. I'm not going directly at him. We'll see if I can speed tank him in this ship. I don't know. I've never tried with this one before. Go ahead and get our drones out. Like I said, I don't think I can kill him, but we're about to find out. What I'm doing right now is I'm speed tanking. Might as well get the drones going. Good, good, good. Got to watch here. Make sure I'm okay. I'm at 755 meters per second. Oh, we just had somebody come into system. Got to be a little bit careful with that. He does have me almost down into armor. Okay, the guy who came in is in a shuttle, so I'm not too worried about that right now. So what I want to do now is keep an eye here. Notice I'm missing a little bit there. He hit me for 14. Just nowhere near what he was hitting me for before. I am doing a little bit of damage to his shields. Do want to keep an eye out for this fellow here. He could be docking up and getting another ship, but nope, he's gone. Okay. The other fellow here, if he comes out and kills me, that's cool, but he was docked up in station, so I'm not as worried about him. Long story short, you can watch 1,000 videos on this. There's some really good ones, and maybe when I find, there's one really cool one. It's an old one, but this is what's called speed tanking. Basically, I have gotten myself within close range of the clone soldier, and I'm making it harder for him to target and hit me. Now, this would be even better if I had my weapon disruptors, I think. So this would be a good test. Now the question is, I do seem to be missing with that one gun a couple of times. So, I'm going to zoom out here, pump my armor repair once, and then I'm going to hover over my gun. I see right there the shades of red. I'm getting that down better. That is where it's showing me my fall off and my optimal ranges. And then over here, it changes just a little bit because they're a little bit different guns that I've been able to scavenge. There we go. So the big question here is, and I'll hover over it right here. You want to watch their armor when you're testing something out like this. Their armor and whether or not they're repairing it or not, and whether or not the damage that you're dealing can overcome that armor repair. So right now he's at 98%, 97, 96, 95, 93, right back up to 100. Now, sometimes these guys will wear out. Clone Soldier misses me. Now the question too is, can I get the damage that I'm doing with my guns to a more optimal spot? Now, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys have corrected me on my exploration stuff, so I'm willing to listen to you on the other stuff. I'm ready to learn. If I'm not mistaken, if you're within the optimal range, you get automatic hits and you have a better chance of doing more damage. If you're within the fall off range, you get regular hits. And I think you hit every time, but that is in general, and then they throw in all the bonuses. Now, what are those bonuses? Well, the other ship is moving. So the closer that you are, the closer they are. So, so much involved with that. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. But what I will try to do, notice we're basically breaking even right now. I am orbiting him at 4150. Going to move out to 55. So I actually want to set my orbit to about 4500. There we go. So I'm extending this out to the outside range. Now notice how hovering over this, he's right within that sweet spot, kind of. That's not perfect because he is below me, that sort of thing. But I'm at 5600, and my guns do optimal range damage at 6000. Am I doing more damage here? I don't think so. I'm not seeing this move at all here. We'll give it a couple more seconds. This is how I really like to test things. I could read all sorts of stuff or watch videos, but I like to try it myself first and then go and read some things or listen to your comments on my stupidity. There we go. So, doesn't seem like we're doing any more real damage here. If there is, it's a small amount. What if, but I'm orbiting at 5600. What if, and I set it at 45, let's go ahead and bump this out just a little bit farther to 5500. It should drop me up. Because I am using my afterburner, I won't orbit at 55, I'll orbit about 6500. Notice now it's moved out to 67. Keep that right in there. There are other things like overheating your modules and things like that. So it doesn't seem like I'm doing that much more damage here. Now the other part too is, if you notice, the acolytes are doing anywhere from 4 to 10 points of damage, while my guns are doing anywhere from 10 to 20 points of damage. I'm 10 to 8. There's a 24 pointer. Alrighty. So I'm doing more damage with the guns than I am with the drones, but there's 2 guns and 3 drones, so about even up. As my skills get better, those will get better. And I'm literally just talking to myself right now. It's how I go about looking at this sort of thing. Good. So let's pump my armor repair one more time. The only other thing I can think of is, what if I got in closer at him? And what I'm looking for here is, just like in D&D and things like that, better hits. If it was the same hit every time, you'd have the same number. If you notice right here, it says penetrates, grazes, hits. different things. What you're looking for are those better and better hits. And there's a actual log that you can look at to check that out as well. I won't go into that right now. But in general, I'm trying to move to a spot where I'm generating. Notice here how penetrates does like 16 points of damage, whereas glances off does 8 points of damage. See what I'm saying? So I want to get rid of the glances offs and get more into the penetrates, and I can almost double the damage that I'm doing. So if I got in closer to him, we'll try out, and let's go within 1,000, which will take me into about a 2,000 spot radius. Closing in now. 3,000, 2,000. Now notice right there, my long range guns are completely missing. They're completely missing because I've gotten too close. And to show you that, I'll zoom in here. See how this red area right there, I'm actually too close. They're missing him completely. So that's how controlling range visually, I can visually show you how that does. Now these are long range guns. What would happen if I threw on blasters and went after this guy? Let's go check it out. I think I've got a couple blasters back at the station. Let's go ahead and pull in our drones. We already know where this guy is because bip, I saved the save spot. So we'll switch out some blasters, and these are just junk blasters that I got off of salvage ship, just like these are junk long range turrets. Might as well heal myself up while I'm doing this. But that is one trick for taking on the clone ships. I really didn't think I would be able to kill this guy. I usually used to kill them with destroyers. So that'll be a nice thing once I start flying the destroyers to knock those out every once in a while. But they're really good for testing things. So let's see here. Item, I think those my blasters were on. Yeah, I've only got one here. I think they're on the Accursus, so let's strip that fitting. Yes, I don't have any rigs on there, so I'm not worried about it. Yep, there's some guns there, just some basic ones. And we're going to still use the multispectrals just to keep things the same, but I'm going to show you the difference between blasters. And this is for my own. Oh, I don't have enough power. That's not cool. Okay, so lower that down. But, well, fine then. We'll take away some of our defense. Maybe that'll work. I can't go much more. I need my armor repairer on here. I need that. Maybe if I put that on, that'll keep me alive a little bit longer. He was hitting me with EM, so maybe... Nope, let's get rid of that one. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to, well, can I throw another? Nope, that's not going to work. Because I'm out of power right here. So I need to work on those skills, and I think I've put those in the hopper. So, I want to keep on my compact heatsink. Small focused Mazar. Let's see here. Fitting 13. Show info 10. Now that's affected by that. Info 11. Maybe if I drop that down and put that on. It's a weaker blaster. I don't think I can. Nope, I still can't do that one. Need my afterburner. I don't have any compact ones here, so we'll just fly out. I'm not too worried about it. Not planning on being able to kill this guy, so this is just a test. Good. I am going to have to make my own corporation soon because I'm starting to actually kill semi-worthwhile rats, and I'm just throwing away money not having my own corporation. A corporation is like 1 or 2 million ISK, and I'm giving away 11% of my bounties with that. So there's my thing there. Just going to be a little bit careful since I don't have that armor repair around here. I won't be able to survive a long time, but at least I can get in close. And let's see here. The ranges on these are a lot closer. 3,000 and 3,000. Oh, it moved. Okay, it usually goes 1 or 2 up or down. Let's try that one there. So what happened is a clone soldier or clone ship went to another space. Ah, this might suck. Dang it. Because I'm still going to have to close that range. There he is. Okay, how close is he? 54, 40. Oh, I'm going to have to do the bump again. That's fine. Just going to get moving as quickly as possible. There he is. Now, I don't want to go directly at him. Don't want him just blasting straight at me. So I'm just turning a little bit here. This way his guns, when he does start firing, aren't hitting me directly. I'm at 34, so I'm closing that range. There we go. It's going to be save spot number 2. Once I get my shields down, wow, I did actually close that space pretty quick. Think I can get in there? I'm going to try to get in at 2,000. So maybe a little bit scary. Why not? Let's get our drones out. Get that up and running. Okay, we got in fast enough. That's kind of surprising to me. Now, guns are firing 13, 15, 9, 24. Interesting. Okay, and I got those going. Remember I was doing the lows were the 8s there. So let's look at my ranges here. So maybe I want to go in a little bit tighter, see how that works while I still have a chance. So my max range, I'm looking at 3. The other part too is the closer I am to him, the see, I'm not doing much damage there. 6, 9, 8, 8. I'm glancing off, penetrating, glancing off, smashing, grazing. I'm not seeing a major difference there. Let's try one last thing before we warp off. He's starting to get into my armor. We will pull this out to about 4,500. See if my damage goes up at all here. I missed one there. That's interesting. Anytime you're missing, that is just bad all around. I missed again. So that is not good. You never want to miss. You want to make them miss. If they can't hit you, you can't die. That's my general rule of thumb. I'm going to go in as close as possible and see what happens. See if these misses go away. Apologize, this is boring. This is actually a lot of what I do whenever I'm playing because I want to learn a lot just by action. And then once I see it and I go read about it, I have a frame of reference to go by. So there's another miss there. Hit me for 20. Miss. Miss. Okay, so not a huge difference. Let's go ahead and get our drones in. And we will go ahead and get docked up. So, didn't learn a ton here, but number one, I learned I can't take out a clone soldier with a crucifier of my current skills. I think it'd be really tough to do it. It would be something kind of cool to be able to test out the weapon disruptors once I start putting on the ship and see how they affect the NPC ships. See if he can hit me anymore. So that would be cool. Um, I think of the weapon disruptors and things like that as good for one-on-one fights like that. Um, so I know I can't take out the clone soldier, but we'll see what I can do with the other stuff. But that is basically me doing a test drive. There's the name of the ship. I test drove the Crucifier. There we go. Um, I hope that was semi-interesting. If it, it's just how I play the game. It makes it fun for me. If you guys have any ideas, any thoughts, I'm sure I didn't talk about everything involving turret mechanics. There's so much involved with it. That is why this game is so cool. But if you think of anything, feel free to message me, and I'll try to get back to it. You guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want, and have a good night. Bye bye.